Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. The much awaited 1st of September has come. Happy New Month, fam. Well, as we speak, don't forget a quick recap. There was this ultimatum given by the southern governor saying there shall be no more open grazing in the whole of the southern states. 17 governors actually agreed on this. Of course, some hours ago, some days back, Keredolu, senior advocate of Nigeria, has penciled his own into law, banning open grazing, of course, in Ondo State. And Afenifere, some days also, the likes of Kuta Hore, Miyetti Kuta Hore had actually said that they are not going to, they are daring the southern governors, of course, they're not going to obey it and all that. They're standing with the presidency over tracing the grazing route. Well, Miyetti in Enugu have spoken, and Afenifere in the southwest have also spoken. Miyetti is also struggling it out with Afenifere in southwestern states. Before we go to the news or proper jamming all this into one, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's start with what is going on in southwest between Afenifere and Miyetti. Well, there is uncertainty and fear ahead of the enforcement of the September 1st ban on open grazing in southern parts of the country. Recall that southern governors had July 5th, 2021 announced a ban on open grazing across their region. The governors made the decision during a meeting held in Lagos State, and the resolution of the parley was made public by Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State. They declared the ban following the killing of farmers and the sacking of some communities in their region by armed herders. Commenting on the decision, Yoruba socio-political organization Afenifere had urged the federal government not to jeopardize the enactment of the law by the governors. Afenifere spokesman, that's Jare Ajayi, had said the federal government should allow the governors to use their regional security outfits to enforce the ban. Ajayi had said the Amotekun and Ebubako should be empowered to enforce the law. Meanwhile, the National Secretary of the Miyetti Kuto Hore, Saleh Al-Hassan, had vowed that its members will not recognize any anti-open grazing policy in the country ahead of the September 1st deadline. Al-Hassan described the ban as satanic, hence will be discarded. However, while speaking with some of the news reporters, Ajayi said Afenifere would not join issues with Miyetti Kuta Hore. Ajayi said Afenifere backs the southern governors to enforce the enacted anti-grazing law. He said, and I quote, "We stand solidly behind the governors and we urge them to forge ahead. As far as this matter is concerned, we won't join issues with Miyetti. We have no business with them. Everybody knows that where a law has been passed, anybody who violates that law is an offender and must face whatever penalty that the law stipulates. The fact that you don't recognize a law or you are ignorant of it does not mean that when you violate that law, you are not culpable. So, whatever Miyetti is saying, that they don't recognize the law is none of our business. Our stand is that the governors promulgated the law legitimately. Having gone through the normal process, it has to be obeyed." But come on, the thing is getting interesting. All right, but let's find out exactly what is happening in Enugu State. Of course, Miyetti is also speaking concerning that. So, where the Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, has asked the Enugu State House of Assembly to give its members an extension of 1 month to enable them to articulate a position for an input into the bill for law to prohibit open grazing, regulating cattle ranching, and for connected purposes. Miyetti, the sister group of Ganala, Fulani Development Association of Nigeria, GAFDAN. There are now plenty. We know of Kuto Hore. This one is GAFDAN. Also made similar requests, pleading that the State Assembly delays its passage of the bill for 30 days to enable them to take a position on how the bill will affect their business in the state. 30 days. They give people enough time now. Why would the 30 days? Please, first of all, obey the law first. When you finish, you now take up 30 days. Before you know it, from 30 days now to become 1 year. From 1 year to become a law. Please. Enough time has been given. There's no window period, but let's see what the Enugu State people say anyway. Let's continue with the news. Well, both northern interest groups made their separate pleas during one a one-day public hearing by the House of Assembly, joint meeting on agriculture, youth and security matters, and judiciary, public petitions, ethics, and privileges in the hollow chambers of the House. But the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly, Enugu, told the groups that laws and constitution making were subject to amendment, stating that at any time the group becomes ready with their position, the House will receive their views, and if necessary, make amendment to the law if it has been passed by then. Well done. That's well spoken, my people. Continue, no shaking, no dulling. Well, chairman of Macban in the southeast, Gidado Siddiqui, said that he represented all the cattle business interest groups in Enugu state at the public hearing and expressed appreciation to the House for the recognition as relevant parties in the bill on motion. Siddiqui, however, said that on receipt of the invitation for the session a few days ago, representatives of his members met and tried to advance a position on the bill, but that with the technical demands of the large volume of documents that came with the invitation, it dawned on them that they would not be able to make a presentation that would be assumed to be truly bearing on their composite position on the subject under pressure of 5 days. Mr. Speaker, sir, the honorable members and respected participants, in recognition of the time constraint above stated, I plead on behalf of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria and all the cattle business interest groups in Enugu State that the Honorable House allows us more time to articulate a position for submission to the House. I plead for a period of 1 month to enable us come out with a position that would truly carry our disposition with due consideration to the good of Enugu State and Nigeria, Siddiqui pleaded. In the same vein, Secretary of Ghana Fulani Development Association of Nigeria, GAFDAN, James Alaha, requested for 30 days to create awareness. You are still creating awareness. Awareness and enable members of the group to be properly briefed about the bill to enable them to consent to the bill. Leaders of the northern community in Enugu, Abubakar Sambo, said that his community was in support of any effort aimed at enthroning peace in the state. Well done, my brother. Noting that cattle rearing in the state has a lot interest groups which they all brought together under MacBan to present a common position. Some members of the northern community who spoke at the public hearing noted that some herders have lived in Enugu state for up to 50 years and should be considered as citizens of the state. Okay. Chairman of the State House of Assembly Joint Committee, Honorable Amaka Igweze, retreated that the bill was not targeted to any particular ethnic group but for peaceful coexistence in Enugu State. She heightened some focus of the bill to include prevention of crop destruction, prevention of degradation of environment to control animal diseases, as well as to control or stop accidents caused as a result of open grazing. The bill had earlier this month passed through first and second readings before it was slated for public hearing and would henceforth go for final reading and possible passage before it is presented to the governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi for assent. Already these guys have already passed their own. They know that they didn't even waste time at all. I'm talking about Akeredolu. Let's meet in the comment section. You can see the vibes already. They're feeling it. But let's see how other states will receive the 1st of September ultimatum already met. Let's meet in the comment section what to take.